Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Hope everything is going well. You have a nice long weekend to enjoy and relax. Thank you to all the veterans out there for your service. Thank you guys very much, men and ladies. Thank you for your service on this Memorial Day weekend. Fred and Lisa, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Saw you were out and about, getting out of the house a little bit. Love that. Love seeing that. Matt Ryan, good morning. Thank you so much for your booking yesterday. Appreciate that, Matt. Charlie, good morning. Hope you are having a lovely Sunday morning. Michelle B, good morning. Hope your Sunday is doing well. It's beautiful here in Philly. Hope it's nice everywhere else. It's very, very, very nice out today. Tony Diaz, good morning, sir. Hope you are doing well. The old Mets got a big win yesterday over the Dodgers. That was a big game. Nicole, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you are doing well. Felicia, good morning. How are you? Hope things are going well in your neighborhood. Tony C, good morning. Rick K, good morning. How are you doing? David Arnold, good morning. Oh, it's raining where you are, David? Where are you at? It is bright and sunshiny here in lovely Philadelphia. Sandy Bob and the family, good morning. Hope you're having a delightful weekend. Hope everything is good up there in Buffalo. We got a decent amount of cruise news today. Not a ton. You're in Kansas City. I'm so sorry. So sorry that it's terrible there. I'm also so sorry we beat you in the Super Bowl. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry about it. Ryan, getting ready to get on board Getaway. Ryan, for the preview sailing, I will meet you there in 35 days. Whatever, how many weeks that is. 7 weeks? That's 7 weeks? No, it's not 7 weeks. It's 5. It's Sunday morning, kids. John's not good at math on Sunday mornings. It's 5 weeks from today. We will be getting on together, Ryan. I mean, not together, but we'll be getting on the same ship, same time, and we're going out to dinner together. We're going to pick a night and do dinner, Ryan and I, on Getaway. Ryan, hope you have a great time. Hope the terminal is not a complete and utter chaotic mess, as sometimes it is. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. So hope things are going well for you there. Let's get into some cruise news, shall we? So let's first talk, since it's Memorial Day weekend, let's talk about some veterans perks. So Norwegian and Carnival both have some pretty robust veterans programs. And I hate when I see like, oh, we're doing this great thing for veterans and it's not really the best thing for veterans, but let's talk about it. Carnival has a great military program. They do great military deals. They do the really nice veterans memorial on every sailing. If you've never gone to one of the veterans events, they're not just for veterans. So please go to one of the events. I know some people, I don't know, some people are weird about it, but go to one of the veterans events. They're very, very, very nice. They take place in the theater. The cruise director will shout out each of the military branches, even Space Force. They will talk to people about it. They play the fight song, you know, the song for each of the military branches. They will have people stand up from each of them. They have a cake there. They have a very nice ceremony for fallen soldiers, which they do on stage with a chair that's flipped up for them. And then, of course, they have a big cake at the end for all the military veterans. And then they do, every month, they give away a cruise for past or current military member. So Norwegian also has a pretty robust program. Their president, David Herrera, is a veteran as well. So they are launching a little bit of a sale. And I always, you know, temper this, right? It's a little bit of a sale. So they're doing a higher level military discount. They're boosting it 10% for very specific summer cruises. You can now get 35% off for Alaska and Europe sailings through September 30th. It's not all sailings. So check it out. If you are interested, let me know. I can always help you as well. But that is something very nice. It's just, you know, it's not a ton of sailings. So I always like to temper it a little bit with that. But it is really nice that they're doing that. So that's great. Speaking of kind of lowering things, Royal is lowering the solo supplement on 16 ships, but not forever, just for very specific sailings. So they're going to be doing this for Allure, Anthem, Brilliance, Explorer, Harmony, Independence, Jewel, Legend, Liberty, Navigator, Odyssey, Ovation, Quantum, Serenade, Radiance, and Vision. These are only 70 sailings on those 16 ships. They're available between June of 2025 and November of 2026. It's a little bit of a mishmash. There is a link to the particular sailings that are doing it. I'm going to put that list in there. If anybody is solo traveler like I am a lot, and you are interested in doing this, I'm going to throw the link up here. Here's the link in case anybody wants to see it or pick up one of those reduced rates. But keep an eye, again, it's not all of them. So just keep that in mind as you're looking on it. So as we all know, Royal Caribbean has announced all of the details this week on Perfect Day Mexico. This is, of course, going to take place. It's going to be in Costa Maya, where the current Costa Maya port is. It's going to be $600 million to put this bad boy together. It looks incredible, I got to tell you. I've been looking at all the pictures and the videos. They're going to have these little water shuttles that go all around the island, which I think is really cool. They're going to have 30 water slides, including the tallest in North and South America, a mile-long lazy river, which takes about an hour to get through with float-up bars so you can stop along the way, grab a drink. That's not asking for trouble. 3 beaches, 6 pools, 12 places to eat, and 24 bars, including the 6 swim-up bars that we talked about. They're going to have a hideaway there called El Hideaway. Seems problematic just to call it El Hideaway. And then they are having the Costa Beach Club, which is going to be like Cocoa Beach Club. So that is fun as well, but it looks amazing. I can't wait to see. It is going to open in 2027, and I'm really excited about that. I love the Perfect Day. I love all the private islands. Tony Diaz said he jumped on the sale, saved $115 on your Translink. That's awesome. I'm glad you were able to do that. That's fantastic. It's great. That is really, really good. Ryan said only 24 bars seems like a perfect place for those icon passengers. Yeah. Hey, look, if you enjoy drinking, it's all good. I don't mind the party atmosphere. It's funny because Matt booked a cruise yesterday and he had sent to me, like, I like the party vibe. I don't mind the party vibe at all. It's not the party vibe that bothers me. It's the poor behavior. I love the like Carnival Sail Away party. I think it's awesome. Like, I love seeing all that people dancing and having a great time. I'm just, it's the aftermath of that, of the people who can't handle their liquor that is problematic. But the party vibe is great. I'm down for a good time. I just want to be on the outskirts of the good time. I want to film it and be there and not be involved anymore. Bob, hey Bob, Sandy and I enjoyed your video of Embarkation Day on the Icon. We're waiting for the videos of your other days on the ship. Of course, Bob, they are coming out starting on Monday. Tomorrow, day 2 will be out. And then the rest of them, as soon as I get them done, I'm on day 3. I'm editing day 3 as we speak, in between other weekend fun things, trying to get those things done so they're all done by next week. Sometime next week. I have a little lag in content here over the next couple of weeks because my next cruise isn't until the end of June. Summertime, I slow down a tiny bit just because it's nice here and I have things going on. So I have a couple things going on in the next couple of weeks, and then my parents' birthdays are both in July. So then the time in between those cruises, my next 2 is like almost 2 months. So I have June 29th, and then, as you see right here, and then August 22nd, and then back into the rolling almost monthly, which is September, October, December after that. But, it is what it is. So I have to come up with a lot more content in the next 4 or 5 weeks because I don't have any cruises coming up. So that usually fills in most of my content. Anyway, no one cares. No one cares. Next up, John Heald got lambasted as he does every week in talking about the cruise line gratuities. Somebody from another cruise line that was not named posted that the cruise lines keep a lot of the tip money. So John felt, and then people started giving John crap about it. So he felt the need to come on and talk about it and give the transparency of what Carnival does with tips. Look, I don't like the automatic gratuities. I don't. I think I've been pretty well loud spoken on this about how I feel the cruise line should pay people a fair wage, and then we should tip based on excellent service. If you have good service, you tip. You could tip your room steward. You could tip the people in the dining room. There's a lot of great reasons to tip people. I don't like the automatic gratuities. Look, they're automatically getting gratuities already for your dining packages and your drink packages. And those are 2 big things. From what John says, the rest of the gratuities go to your stateroom attendant, and then they split them maybe with their assistant. The head waiters or the waiter that serves you in the dining room is getting them. I don't go to the dining room. Not that I mind. I don't mind that they're getting the gratuities. And I don't like anything about it. And they're saying like some other people behind the scenes get them and this and that. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. So when we were on Royal this past 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, they mentioned that the money that comes from recycling goes to throw parties and stuff, which is great. All that's great. I really think we should just be able to tip people. And look, if people aren't responsible enough to tip what you think the cruise lines think should be tipped, and they think that they want to charge whatever, then just charge us more money for the cruise and pay people the amount that they should be paid. And then again, let us go back to tipping based on excellent service. Because even on our Royal cruise, like we do the automatic gratuities, Judy and I they still drop an envelope in your room at the end of the cruise for your room steward. But why? If we're already paying for gratuity, and we tipped them, we gave them extra money. But like, I only do that because I don't know if they're actually getting the other money, and I'd prefer to just tip them myself. So yeah, Charlie just said it. Doesn't believe them. They purposely circumvent the labor laws. Yeah, no, I agree completely. Let us tip what we want to tip. That's it. Tony said, join me on Thursday on Liberty. Tony, I might actually be there for a tour. AJ did a tour this past week on Liberty. I might go and do the tour this week. If I do, I will. I'll shoot you a message on Messenger and I'll say hello. Tony C just got off Liberty yesterday. That means you were on there when AJ was on there. AJ was on there this past week, walking around doing a tour with our BDM Roxanne, who you guys have all met on the live stream before. So she was there this week. I just couldn't make it because I had just gotten off of Icon. I did that last time. It was a nightmare. Tony Diaz said, Tony C, I hope you kept it in good shape. Don't ruin the ship before Tony gets on there. Then he's going to have to cruise on Icon. He's not going to be happy about it. Celebrity Eclipse completed its 15 years in service. Pretty amazing. It's crazy that we now think that 15 years is like an old cruise ship. Celebrity Eclipse seems like such an old cruise ship, but it's not. It is still a beautiful, beautiful cruise ship. Pride of America has entered dry dock. So they're going to be doing a couple things here on Pride of America. They're making some upgrades. They're adding some club balcony cabins. God knows every time we do a dry dock, it's important to try to get more revenue out of the ship. But I don't know what's going to happen here with Hawaii, with taxes going up. And Hawaii overall just doesn't like American mainland. We're all American. They don't like mainland tourists. So I don't know what's going to go on there. They continually push for less and less tourism. And my theory on that is, if you don't want me to be in a country or a place, other than all the shenanigans going on right now with the United States, where people are just nuts on all sides. I'm not picking a side here. I'm just saying everybody's nuts, and other countries are pissed off at us or whatever. It's like, we don't assume that all our politics are the same over here. We're just normal people that want to go travel around the world. Leave us alone. I just want to go on cruises. Just leave me alone. I'll vote for whoever's pro-cruise. Give me cheaper rates on cruising. Tony C said, left you some cash at the casino. Thank God for that, huh? So Carnival now is celebrating and gearing up for Celebration Key. It's going to open up this summer. They are anticipating 2 million guests cruising during this season, which is incredible. And they are going to open up this brand new Celebration Key. It is going to open up in July. It looks amazing. It looks, for everybody saying that MSC ripped off Royal on the Oasis class, I mean, go look at Celebration Key. It's basically a carbon copy of Perfect Day. But it looks great. It looks beautiful. I don't know the next time on Carnival, though. I'm going to have to jump on something at some point and go check it out. But we shall see. Ryan said, I was told there's a threshold for crew to receive gratuities, basically part of their paycheck, unless people tip above the threshold, which is rare because it's ship-wide, not per crew member. That's terrible. I hate that. Yeah. Don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not in the least. So, fun story here. I saw so much on the internet of people being like, Carnival's going to go virgin. Believe me, they're not going virgin. They are doing one sailing in November, which is going to be a casino event. It is going to be a kid-free zone because everybody's going to get casino perks. And it is going to be a massive casino event. So it's just one sailing, November 7th on the Carnival Magic. So there it is. Ryan said cash is king. It goes to them. Yes. The problem with that, Ryan, is, and look, I don't have a problem with it. I go on cruises all the time. I tip, not that anyone cares, right? I tip for the people that are working. I give cash. I take a whole bunch of cash with me for tipping. I take like a whole bunch of ones. I take 5s, 10s, whatever. So I have money and I tip the room steward. The problem is we shouldn't have to do that. It should be, we should, again, my theory is charge me for the cruise, pay your people fairly, let me tip cash. And I know, look, some people aren't going to tip. I get it. That's why people should be paid fairly. And then you tip based on great service. It's not going to change. I can complain all I want. And it's just not going to change. Myers Fam said, just finished my first MSC cruise on the Seashore. Love that ship. Very nice. I do too. I love the Seashore. I am glad that you had a wonderful time on there. It is an awesome ship. I love the Cabaret Rouge on there. So many fun things. I love Seashore. I can't wait. I'm going back on Seashore next year. I will be on Seashore August of next year, a year out. Crazy. I'm booked through I'm booked through January of 2027. Things will change, I'm sure. I get antsy and I move things around. Next up, I did a full video on this yesterday, so I'm not going to go into big details today. MSC Specialty Dining has been revamped. If you are interested in the highlights, you can go watch the video I did yesterday. But quick highlights, they now have a welcome on board special for all the restaurants, which is a few bucks cheaper. If you do all-out tacos your first night, it's $17.99 per person. That's amazing. It's now $19.99 on most sailings for dinner per person, which I think is incredible. They had raised it a little bit, and now they dropped it down to $19.99. All the restaurants are now price fixed. There is no goofy menu where you only have like the certain part of the menu. You get the full menu, starter, meal, dessert. Most of the time they're like $34 to $40 some dollars, which I think is fair considering I saw somebody posted yesterday too expensive, and I'm like, they're the cheapest. Like if you go to anybody else, if you go to Norwegian, obviously people think that Norwegian gives specialty dining away for free. They don't. That's more at sea. You pay for that. You can take that off of your sailing and it will be less money. It's not a crazy amount. If you do one, it's like $20 a person. I get it. But it's still, if you're paying for the drink package, it's all, they make their money there. Don't worry. And for the rest of them, if you go to like teppanyaki, it's like $60 or some dollars per person. So the MSC prices are actually pretty good. So if you're interested in specialty dining, go check it out. They have new packages. Charlie said, has anyone seen updated menus? I have not, Charlie, not yet. I've been waiting to see them. I'm checking daily. So as soon as I see them, I'll go in and let you know. I know it's going to be like your tomahawk steaks, and there's going to be lobster, and those type of things. I hope it's not a bunch of like ticky-tack, nickel and dime things, but we shall see. Next up, Princess Cruises, sad story. They had one of their captains died on, I think it was a 29-day sailing. I have it up here in front of me. That's really, really sad. It was Captain Michel Bartolome. He had 30 years with the company. He passed away overnight while the ship was in Taiwan. He died unexpectedly on board. Very, very, very sad. It's tragic. The ship flew in another captain. It's continuing on its itinerary as planned. But super sad. That is awful. You never want to hear anything like that. There's so many tragic things. It's nuts. Really crazy. Yep, Charlie, Diamond Benefit still gives you a free meal. I think Blue Diamond gives you something else as well. It might be 2. But yeah. Myers Fam said I use my NCL members benefits for specialty dining. It's pricey. It is very pricey. I do as well. So I have my next 4 cruises are all Norwegian. So I get 3 with Sapphire. I mean, 2, technically 2 and 1. So you get 2 additional specialty dining, 1 with a bottle of wine for 2 people, and then I get 1 dining with the officers. But if you're in an interior cabin, you're going to get a day on a regular cruise, and you're going to get 3 if you're in a balcony. So if you're in a balcony and you add that on, it's 5, which gives you a pretty good benefit there. And then, yeah, if you're doing, otherwise, if you're paying for them, it's not a la carte, but if you're doing like the cover charge, it's not cheap. So they're all pretty expensive at this point. I think Los Lobos is like 40. That's one of the cheaper ones. And I think so is La Cucina. Hello, Peanut. What's going on? Do you want to say hello? Say hello to everybody. There's the Peanut. Hi. Coming in to say hi. Yeah, I'm just doing some cruise news here. What do you think about it? Nothing? Nope. We're going to go out in a little bit, okay? Hi. A couple more cruise news stories. I think there's only 2 more left. Yep. So MSC has ordered 2 more world-class ships. This is super exciting. And then we keep hearing about this Constellation class, which is going to be even bigger than these world-class ships. I don't know when it might be years before we hear about that. It's just rumors at this point. But they are cranking out ships at this point. And if some of these world-class ships, we know World Atlantic is going to be over here, World Asia, obviously Asia, World Europa, obviously over in there in Europe. But we're going to have World America here. We're going to have World Atlantic here. And if even one more of these come here, we have a decent amount of competition going on here for Royal, which is pretty interesting. And if they start cranking out more ships, who knows? Although I am confused about what's going on with Brooklyn here with MSC. Marivelia will not be here in the summer of 26, and it looks like it's not going to be here in the summer of 27. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they're not getting enough guests out of Brooklyn, but I would love to see one of the C-class ships up here. I just have not heard anything about it, so I'm waiting to see if there's anything. Sandy said we love Peanut. Thanks, Sandy. She's great. I love Peanut too. She's awesome. One more bit of cruise news. If anyone is coming into Philly for cruising next year, if you guys don't know, Philadelphia is getting a cruise terminal next year. We're very excited about this. We have a whole website that we're spinning up. I'm putting it in here now. So we have a website. It's phillycruiseport.com. We're just building it now. It's very, very bare bones at this point. But we're going to have in there a bunch of fun things to do in Philadelphia as per my videos that I'm doing over on the Travels channel, where I'm going out to places to eat every week. We're going to be trying all the different hotels, doing tours of all the hotels and fun things, all the restaurants, all the culture, all the things going on. Here is the link. I'll put the link up here. It's not done. The website's not done yet. I'm just going to throw it up here if anybody wants to check it out. But one of the things I wanted to bring up is that this week I met with Tiny Table Tours. They are a food tour company here in Philadelphia. They're awesome. They are putting together for us a really cool excursion, which is going to be a food excursion. I'm going to give you some details on it. So here is what we are going to do. It's going to be evenings. If you're coming in the night before your cruise in Philly, you don't have to book with us to do this. I mean, you're going to have to book this tour with us. Tony said, bad enough you guys won a Super Bowl. Now you want a cruise port. We do. We want it. I want a cruise port. I don't care if anybody else does. I do. And we're still probably not going to win a World Series, Tony. So David said, has World America got all the kinks out yet? Wait a few months. Who knows? I don't know, right? Don't book the first couple weeks that a ship is out. Just don't do it. Wait. I always say wait like a month, at least a month. Get 4 or 5 sailings in, push it out a little bit. You're going to save a little money anyway. But yeah, don't go in the inaugural. I haven't heard anything bad. I mean, Sean and Robin, Sean, our travel agent, and Robin went on it. They had an amazing time like the week after I did. So it looked pretty great. There were some clunky things. The buffet was clunky. The music was clunky. It's a little weird. Kristen said, do you post your future cruises anywhere? Yeah, I think we post them on the website. I say think. So we may not do a wonderful job putting those up there, but let me look real quick. Hold on. I should put something in to update it, like to do a monthly or weekly update on it. But yeah, we have like an Our Cruises page, which has nothing on it. It's on me. I will take full blame for that. But I will get on that, Kristen. I will certainly get on that. Here's our website, which doesn't have it on there. But there is a link for it. I just don't do it, but I'll do it. Going on Getaway on June 29th. So is Ryan Q. It's going on there today, too. Tony said, can Philly handle large ships? They can handle large ships if you are talking about anything that goes out of Bayonne. So similar to those, maybe. I don't know. It's all going to depend on where they have to go. Right now, they're getting Jewel and Pearl in Norwegian, and Carnival has talked about it. But we shall see. I don't know if they could handle like a Oasis class ship like Bayonne can. I just don't know about the bridges coming out of Philly. I think they have the same limitations that Baltimore does. So maybe something in that mid-sized tier. Tony said it'd probably take me less time to get to Philly than it does Bayonne on the Bell Parkway. Yeah, you're not kidding. You are not kidding. All right, so anyway, we are doing this Tiny Table Tours. I'll give you the quick thing here. If anybody's coming into Philly, we're going to post this everywhere. But It is going to start at 5 p.m. It is going to be kind of like a taste of Philly. It's going to be a really fun thing. If you're coming in, you want to do it the night before. We're going to meet at 5 o'clock. We're going to stop and get some cannolis or some pastries at Isgro's. It's a really famous bakery here in Philly. We're then going to go to De Bruno's, which is like a cheese shop here in Philly. Going to get a glass of wine, some cheese and charcuterie there. We are then going to go to Plaza Garibaldi, and we're going to do tacos and margaritas there. And then we can add on things afterwards. It's enough for dinner. It'll be enough food to feed you. And we're going to run that as like an excursion here out of Philly. We're going to go on a bunch of those. We're going to schedule a bunch of those if people are coming into Philly and you would like to go and do those with us. We're going to do those. We're going to have a great time. And anybody who's booking cruises through us for Philly, we're going to add that for like as an excursion for you if you want to book something fun to do here in Philly. We're also going to be putting together like day before cruise tours where we're going to be running some fun tours of Philly, take you to some cool spots, and they're all going to be pretty custom. So we're going to talk to you. What do you want to see? Do you want to see culture stuff? Do you want to try a cheesesteak? Do you want to grab something else? Do you want to do something fun? So we're going to do some tours in Philly next year. If anybody is coming in to do a cruise and you want to come in a day early, and we'll take you on a little tour of Philadelphia. So we'll put those together. Those will be up on our website and on the Philly Cruise website, which is a work in progress. And I'll get my cruises up this week. I apologize that they're not up there. But my next cruise is Getaway. And then after that, I will be on Aqua in August 22nd. I will be on Escape September 19th with Judy. Judy and I will be on the Norwegian Escape. I think my next 3 cruises are all Bermuda. So Getaway, Aqua, Escape, all Bermuda. Then I'll be on Joy in October 20th out of Miami, doing a quick 4-dayer, and then back-to-back or side-to-side with Wonder the 24th, and then Grandiosa for AJ's 40th birthday. If anybody wants to join us for AJ's 40th birthday, the pricing is still super cheap. That one is December 6th out of Port Canaveral. We're going in the night before. We're going to do a cocktail party. Felicia's going from here already. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time. We are going to have a blast. Michelle said a lot of NCL. Yeah, it just worked out that way with the schedule because I did... What have I done this year already? I've already done Carnival this year. I did Royal with Independence and Icon. We did Prima this year. I did World America this year already. So yeah, the next couple. So also during the summer, I try to stay close to home a little bit. So at least 4 or 5 cruises a year, I try to stay out of Philly, New York, New Jersey. So it just gets difficult because I've been on all of the ships so many times. Like Symphony, I was on Symphony twice last year. I can't go on that again without like a good reason to go on there. I can't go on Meraviglia again. I've been on there twice in a couple of years. Liberty, all those. I can't keep going on the same ships. So I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. We got Getaway, Aqua, Escape, Joy, Wonder, Grandiosa. And then next year we started all over with a little MSC, some Royal, some Princess. Lots of stuff. So Michelle said Bermuda is very nice. Do you explore, just walk the port area, which is nice also. So on the 7-day cruise, Michelle, I try to do all 3 things. I try to do the port, I try to do Hamilton, and I try to do St. George. So I try to do something in each of those so that I have some good content and we talk about fun things to do. If it's a 5-dayer, I try to do the port and at least one of the other ones. So St. George or Hamilton. Hamilton's much easier. It's just the ferry's, much more convenient. It's going back and forth a lot. The ferry to St. George is like once or twice a day. And you got to like really mind your P's and Q's to get back. So on those, I'll probably do on Getaway. I'll do all 3 because it's a 7-day cruise. On Aqua and Escape, which are 5-dayers, I'll probably do either Hamilton or St. George, and I'll flip it on those so that I do both. We get good content out of it. So yeah. So that's what I do. I love Bermuda. It's probably my favorite cruise port. Top 5 for sure. Perfect day. My regular, probably one of my favorite regular cruise ports. San Juan's up there, not like a manufactured cruise port. Charleston, South Carolina's up there. Love that port. Newport, Bar Harbor, So, all right, everyone, that is our cruise news for today. Whatever you're doing this weekend, I hope you have a wonderful time. Don't forget to honor and acknowledge our veterans who have lost their lives for Memorial Day. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I will be back on Wednesday for our cruise live stream Wednesday evening. We'll have icon videos all this week. So enjoy those, and we will see everybody on Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend, and enjoy your Monday. Bye, everyone.